Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So,
I'll be part of the first New Year video.
so Jude asked me, how tight do you make belts that you have to manually adjust? Manually adjusted belts, right? So that means one that has a threaded rod that manually adjusts it, right? Or some of them are just slotted where you just crank it. So Ryan did this job the other day. Wiggle that belt by hand.
Not that tight. That's a little loose.
What in the right fucking mind would anyone think that that's tight enough?
No one.
So now why the customer's back complaining? His belts are still squealing after you just put new ones on.
No, what do you mean?
So Jude asked me the same thing the other day, and I just scratched my head. I was like, when I was a technician, and I started when I was 17, I never asked anyone how tight the belts were. I just tightened them up until they were tight. So if you can take the belt and move it in your fingers like this, it's not good.
Yeah.
If you can, it's almost like a rope. If you stretch a rope real tight, right? It's very firm for the push. That's what you want to do. It will stretch a little bit.
You don't want it to be too tight either, so we're like, you're gonna.
Well, I've snapped belts too by over tightening them too, but at least they were tight enough. So if you're doing a manual a belt, think about it as a rope. If you can wiggle it, it's not tight. But if you can just tap on it, like a tight guitar string. I hope this helps somebody out here who's doing belts. So Jude did one last week, and I haven't had that customer come back. But he did ask me a couple times, and I just shook my head. I'm like, make it tight enough. and Ryan did this job, and now it's not right. So if anyone's doing mechanically adjusted belts, you don't want them wiggly and loose, and not even like a half inch. That's too loose. You want very minimal deflection in the belt when you touch it. I like them tight, and if they stretch a little bit and then they come back for a readjustment, no big deal. This is just way too loose, like could have flew off. Thanks for watching.